It's generally regarded that the third place game in the World Cup is the most meaningless game in the entire tournament. Nobody wants to play that game. Players are tired. They have to return to their club teams who are in preseason for the upcoming new season. And it's just a dreadful thing to have to be part of. You would think that Brazil would have more motivation playing in front of their hometown fans, but that clearly didn't look like the case in this one.
It's a broken team, isn't it? As simple as that. Defensively, once again, on this day, they were absolutely horrendous. The Dutch ran rings around them on those goals. So you look at this team, entering the World Cup, were they a vintage Brazil team? Probably not, but we thought they were a decent Brazil team. We thought, given the home advantage, they could still win this thing maybe. But as it developed, they were doing okay in the group phase. They were doing okay in the early knockout round. And then, of course, 7-1 happens. And we're thinking, well, what did happen here? Was it the loss of Neymar? Was it the loss of Thiago Silva? Well, he was back in today, and they were just as inept in defence. So to me, it's just a team that finally just succumbed to the pressure. Little experience in the World Cup, just 6 returning players in the last World Cup, and they couldn't handle it. Simple as that.
But there was clear evidence in that third-place game because of the way the Netherlands were able to score against them. And some of the goals looked sort of the same, like with defensive players standing around doing nothing. It is clear that this team is defensively mediocre, and it was a bit of a mirage the way they got through to this point.
Maybe they weren't tested that much. Simple as that. Maybe teams sat back and were more concerned about Neymar than about, the other parts of the field there. But yeah, today, listen, I'm a huge fan of Thiago Silva. I think he's one of the best centre-backs in world football. He was poor today, but David Luiz, who's just joined PSG for £48 million.
And Jose Mourinho's smiling.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, he looked okay earlier in the tournament, in the group phases, and scored that beautiful free kick goal earlier in the knockout phase. But the last 2 games, he's been out of lunch. He's been really showing how poor he is defensively. You look at Maicon on the right-hand side, or Dani Alves, if it was him, didn't play very well. Marcelo had a nightmare the last 2 games as well. So you're right, defensively, poor.
On the other side of it, I think you have to give the Netherlands a lot of credit because they had no motivation to play this game as well. They're tired of being bridesmaids, and yet they came out. Arjen Robben looked like that game mattered as much to him as any game he'd played so far. They were on fire.
Arjen Robben, listen, he's hated, right? Because he dives. We knew that, though, entering the tournament, he dives too much. But listen, he is some player. And you look at the best players in the world, Messi and Ronaldo. At what point do we start saying, this guy, I know he's 30 years old now, but this guy is up there, because there's no one in the world right now more exciting with the ball at his feet. And his engine, you're right. This is the third-place game. He's been playing all year for Bayern Munich in the Champions League, in the Bundesliga, in the DFB Pokal, and now he's in the third-place game in the World Cup. It's like it's the first game of the season for him. Incredible fitness, great engine, what a player. Yeah, he dives too much, but that's okay.
So full credit to the Netherlands, who come out on top, winning that third-place game. And here, a little footnote to history. For the first time in 74 years, dating back to 1940, Brazil have lost consecutive matches at home.